Cravings are more than just simple hunger. They are intense desires. You might feel like you absolutely need a certain food or activity. This feeling can be overwhelming and demands your attention. Why do cravings feel so strong? They tap into deep parts of our brain linked to survival and pleasure. Your brain thinks these craved things are very important and sends strong signals to get them. Think of it like an alarm bell, creating a sense of urgency that is hard to ignore. It's not just about willpower, it's about brain chemistry. When you crave something, your brain releases chemicals that make you focus on the craved item. This intense focus is a key reason why cravings feel so unstoppable. Knowing why cravings are strong is the first step. It helps you see that it's not a personal failing. Many people struggle with strong cravings daily. Your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Cravings often promise pleasure or relief from discomfort. Recognizing this biological basis can help you approach cravings with more understanding. This understanding can pave the way for change. Remember, cravings are a common human experience. By understanding their power, you can start to manage them better. It's about working with your brain, not against it. This knowledge is the first step towards taking control. Dopamine is a key player in the world of cravings. It is often called the pleasure chemical, but it's more about anticipation and motivation. Dopamine is the chemical of wanting, not just liking. When your brain expects a reward, it releases dopamine, making you feel excited and motivated to pursue the reward. Think about your favorite food. Just thinking about it can make your mouth water. This is dopamine at work, creating a strong desire, a craving. The promise of the reward is often more powerful than the reward itself. This anticipation keeps us hooked, always seeking that next hit of satisfaction. This system was very helpful for our ancestors, motivating them to explore and find resources. But our modern world is different. We have easy access to many rewarding things. These things can trigger a lot of dopamine, leading to very strong cravings. The brain's reward system is working as designed, but the environment has changed dramatically. Understanding dopamine helps us understand cravings. It shows us that cravings are a natural brain process. But it also shows how this process can be hijacked. When you feel a strong craving, remember dopamine. It is the chemical messenger telling your brain to go get it. This anticipation is a powerful feeling. Knowing this can help you pause. It can help you choose how to respond, rather than reacting automatically. This awareness is key to managing cravings. Our brains evolved in a very different world where food was scarce and rewards were hard to come by. The dopamine system helped us survive by pushing us to find food in safety. Today we are surrounded by things that trigger dopamine. Think about supermarkets filled with sugary snacks and endless social media feeds. These modern stimuli can hijack our brain's reward circuits. Processed foods are often high in sugar, fat, and salt, combinations rare in nature. Our brains find them incredibly rewarding, releasing a lot of dopamine. This makes us crave them more and more. Food companies design products to be as craveable as possible. Social media and technology also play a big role. Each notification or new post can trigger a small dopamine hit. This keeps us checking our phones constantly, craving that next bit of information or validation. This constant stimulation can make our brains more sensitive to cravings. We get used to frequent dopamine rushes. When we don't get them, we can feel bored or anxious. This can lead us to seek out more rewarding stimuli, creating a cycle. Understanding how our environment fuels cravings is crucial. It helps us see that we are not just weak-willed. We are navigating a world designed to make us crave. We need strategies to manage this. Recognizing these triggers is the first step. With awareness, we can start to take control. It is very important to tell the difference between physical hunger and cravings. Physical hunger builds up slowly and is a need for any food to give your body energy. You might feel your stomach rumble or feel a bit weak or tired. When you are truly hungry, many different foods will sound good. This hunger usually goes away once you eat a balanced meal. Emotional cravings or brain hunger are different. They often come on suddenly, craving a very specific food, usually high in sugar, fat, or salt. You might not feel physical hunger signs in your stomach. Instead, the craving feels like it is in your head or your emotions. You might be feeling stressed, sad, bored, or even happy, and wanting to celebrate. Consider this example. You had a healthy lunch an hour ago. Suddenly you feel an intense urge for a chocolate bar. Your stomach isn't growling and you don't feel weak. This is likely a craving, not physical hunger. It might be triggered by stress or an advertisement. True hunger is more patient and less picky. Learning to spot this difference is a powerful skill. Before you reach for food, ask yourself, am I truly hungry, or am I feeling an emotion? Pausing to check in with your body can help. If it's a craving, you can then choose a different way to respond. This mindful pause can break the automatic link between emotion and eating. The good news is that cravings are often learned behaviors, and what is learned can be unlearned. Our brains are incredibly adaptable, a concept called neuroplasticity. It means our brain can change its structure and function, forming new connections and pathways. This is how we learn new skills and change our relationship with cravings. Think about how a craving develops. Maybe you always eat popcorn at the movies. Over time, your brain learns to associate movies with popcorn. Just thinking about going to the cinema can trigger a craving for popcorn. This is a learned association. The more you repeat this pairing, the stronger the connection becomes. But we can weaken these associations and build new ones. For example, if you always crave sweets when you feel stressed, you can start to unlearn it. When you feel stressed, try a different coping mechanism, like a walk or calming music. Over time, your brain can learn to associate stress with these new, healthier behaviors. This process takes time and practice. Each time you choose a new response over an old craving, you are strengthening a new pathway in your brain. It is like building a new muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Celebrate small victories and recognize that you are actively rewiring your brain. This understanding empowers you to make lasting changes. Let's look at some common situations where cravings strike. Imagine Sarah. She works a stressful job. Every afternoon around 3 p.m. she feels a strong craving for a sugary donut. This isn't physical hunger, she had lunch. The craving is linked to her stress levels peaking at that time. The donut offers a quick, temporary escape and a sugar rush. Her brain has learned this pattern. Stress equals donut equals brief relief. Recognizing this trigger is her first step. Then, there is Mark. Mark is trying to eat healthier, but every time he watches his favorite TV show, he craves salty chips. He has always eaten chips while watching this show. The show itself has become a powerful trigger. The anticipation of the show now includes the anticipation of chips. This is a classic example of a learned environmental cue. Another common scenario involves emotions. Consider Maria, who feels lonely on weekend evenings. This feeling often leads to cravings for a large pizza. These examples show how cravings are often tied to specific triggers. Identifying your personal triggers is a crucial step in managing cravings. You have the power to manage your cravings. It starts with a few practical steps. First, practice mindfulness. When a craving hits, pause. Notice the feeling without judging it. Where do you feel it in your body? What thoughts are going through your mind? This simple act of observing can create space. It gives you a moment to choose your response. You don't have to act on the craving immediately. This pause is your first line of defense. Second, identify your triggers. Keep a craving journal for a week. Note when cravings occur, what you are doing, and how you are feeling. You might see patterns emerge. Once you know your triggers, you can make a plan. If stress is a trigger, find healthy stress relief techniques. If boredom is a trigger, have a list of engaging activities ready. Third, try the urge surfing technique. Imagine your craving is like an ocean wave. It builds up, peaks, and then subsides. Instead of fighting the wave, try to ride it out. Remind yourself that the craving will pass. Finally, be kind to yourself. Changing habits takes time. With persistence, you can reduce the power of cravings and make healthier choices.